Welcome back to the Grace and Grits podcast. We are here, your co-hosts, Raymond and Aurora, and today we're going to be talking about these funny things we like to call phones. Now, these things are the world's greatest inventions as well as our greatest detriment, right? And we're going to be talking about the past generation, our generation, the future generation, especially as we have Gen Alphas as our siblings, and we've been raised in a very, let's say, nuanced households. Yeah. And we're going to be combating those challenges and debating a little bit about them.
Let's do it.
Exactly. So, tell me how you use your phone in general. I want to see how you use it. Take me through your app store.
I try my best to only use my phone when I need it. Like, I'm big on the radiation that it just electronics send.
Yeah.
So even for me, I think we're the same. Where it's like no AirPods. I wear wired headphones.
Yeah.
And then I don't want the Apple Watch because it looks bad on a guy, and also the radiation is going through, like, there's too much radiation.
Your veins.
Yeah.
It's very funny because I know that scientifically you shouldn't put anything smaller than your elbow into your ear because it like pushes the earwax back. Yeah. I read that a long time ago. I know there's going to be some people on there being like, oh my gosh, oh, that's not true, whatever. Like talk about it. Let's talk about it. We'll show each other's sources. Yeah. And also when it comes to radiation, I actually got a radiation detector when I was in I'm pretty sure it was grade 6, because I had a science experiment where I wanted to test the radiation on each thing. And surprisingly, the microwave was not as great as some of the other utensils around my house, you know? And I was
mean, like, with phones and like even 5G and 6G capabilities now, there's so much radiation just everywhere. And even for me, I want to get back to an original alarm clock and keep my phone across the room when going to sleep.
Actually, you know what we started doing? I actually highly recommend this. So I got an Alexa. Our whole house is like Alexa-ified, right? And at 7 a.m. we have it play music, and all of us get up, to amazing music. I feel like Alexa might start playing something. She's hearing us right now.
It's okay.
You're good, Alexa.
It's always listening.
Okay.
The phones are everything's always listening.
Everything's always listening. There we go. And so having that has been such a productive and great way to start my morning. So technology can be used in very useful situations.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. I know that when I first started doing my trading, day trading, and crypto, I was trying to figure out ways of how I could turn my phone into an asset. How can I generate revenue with my phone? And it was such a really great way of changing my perspective of how I use my phone and how I see it. And nowadays, I am answering client phone calls, generating money by sending lots of emails, and running my business is completely online. Yeah. So it definitely has its pros and cons. However, in running a business, my eyes and like my posture, my whole goal for this week has been work on my posture, because when you're running a business,
you're automatically slouching, and it's like you're sitting for like hours on end.
Yeah. That's why I use stools, and I'm on my treadmill, and I'm doing different things. And it's very lonely, I must say. I think our phones create a sense of deep loneliness.
It does. I mean, even for me, I try my best to be as social. Like when I go to a gas station, just talk to the guy there. Or like I was at the Starbucks, and they have, I don't know why, but they have passcodes for the bathroom now for some of them. Like you need it. I'm like, God. And then I asked the password, and then the guy's like, "Oh, it's 1738," and I was like, I couldn't stop holding my laugh. I'm like, "How old are you, bro?"
1738.
Yeah, I'm like, "How old are you?" He's like, "Oh, 25." I'm like, "Bro, this is like flashbacks to 2014," and then he started laughing, and we started talking about it. But like that was funny to me, into the sense of like we were both the same, like basically around the same age when that song came out, whatever. But it's just so nuanced now, where there's just so many people that don't even care. Like that, you walk into a gas station, they're just like 50 on pump 5. That's it. And then they take and go. There's no communication.
Do you think that Toronto is a very antisocial, heartless city?
I don't know. I've had experiences on both sides where sometimes people are like very talkative and very like, friendly on the street or like wherever it is in a store. And then some people just don't want to be bothered.
What do you think the ratio is?
They have their headphones, and I think it's also a sense of being an introvert. Also, the whole.
That's not true. No.
I would say so. I would say people that always have their headphones in and don't want to be talked to are introverts, or some length having introvert attributes. Like if
Sure. I mean,
always,
it's all like a sliding scale.
yeah.
But I feel like instead of like walking, if you're walking from like A to B and you know where you want to go, you know, to fill the time, because it's not like you're really going to be talking to anyone as you're walking. So
yeah, but and like some people, like I know some people that always have their headphones in all day. They have headphones in, and I'm like, bro.
we know who.
Well, that person, yeah, but also like other like some of like my friends I've known like since high school. Like one of them is really
I
an
think they're
introvert.
comfortable with it. Like it's a way to almost like fill the silence.
But I like the silence.
Okay,
Spending
you like the silence.
I know,
but for people with ADHD, for people who have like racing thoughts, you know, like, do you think it's a place for them to calm? I mean, sometimes we like a little chaos. Sometimes we like to hear thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, again, for me, I like being alone. So me talking to myself in my own mind or like writing it down, it's normal to me. I also like talking to people. So it's like best of both worlds, which I'm pretty happy that I am the best of both worlds in that sense, where I can be alone and also be with
Except
people.
for talking elevators.
Well, that guy was that guy is just weird.
He wasn't weird. He was really nice.
Did you see what he looked like?
Doesn't matter. He was really nice. We like nice people.
I think looks matter as well. Yeah, he's a nice person, but I mean, I don't think he heard me, but it's okay.
I think he did.
Well, hopefully he thinks something of it.
You know, he's probably gonna go on his phone and be like, oh, you know,
there's a brown person in my elevator and he said this.
No, it's gonna find comfort in your feelings. Now, I think the phone is a really great way for people to avoid and mask how they're feeling. I mean, I feel as well. We feel in the comments, you know, they take their feelings out on us.
That's great.
I'm fine with it.
It was so much fun. I was replying again. I was talking to you. I was replying to the comments on the shorts. Hilarious. I was like, I wish I could say more. I wish I could say the real stuff, but I'm like, okay, well, I'll just comment how like a normal person would comment. It's so much fun going back and forth with some people that don't know what they're talking about. Or like, it's just that it's just I love back and forth. You know, I love when it's just like, I say something, then they comment, then I reply, and they reply back because like, oh, this guy is being an egotistical jerk or whatever it may be. And I'm like, well,
I hope you're keeping everything PG-13.
I am, yeah.
I don't go in the comments.
I'm not offending anyone,
right
sadly.
Now.
But it's very different as well in how
do you feel commenting is? Like when because you're engaging via commenting.
Yeah.
Are you like on social media? Are you a normal like commenter? Or are you more like like and scroll? Like what's your?
I would say a like and scroll.
I'm a like and scroll too.
I think you get to like people that comment a lot. They're just too invested. Or if it's something that I like really, if I see like a TikTok about,
I think it's good for people to comment.
Yeah.
I think that shows that they're actually invested into like the brand, the business of it. Yeah. You know, they want to build that relationship. And I think that's another thing about building relationships online. The pros, the cons. I mean, you met friends from gaming.
I mean, I met like when I was playing games, when I had my PC, I had met all my friends that I played a specific game with Valorant on Valorant. And then we met, you know, we invited each other on Discord, and it's like a group of like 10 people, and they're all from America. And they were all American. Most of them were Filipino. Most of them were Filipino. And it was like so much fun. And then eventually we started to FaceTime on Discord. And then we looked like, and then we followed each other on social media. And then we met up. They came to Toronto, and then we all did Airbnb.
Wow.
And it was like a lot. It's like, that's crazy. That's
amazing.
That's like stuff you hear online. And I haven't talked to them in a long time because I don't play games anymore. But I see them on Discord, and sometimes I'm like, oh, like I join in and be like, God, like, you know, what's up? Like, it's been so long, whatever. And it's just so much fun that was a possibility. Like, that's such a crazy thing to say, that I met, like, and even if I go to America, like somewhere near them, I would message them and be like, hey, like I'm in the area, like let's meet up.
Yeah.
It'd be so much fun because they live in like the South Side, Cali.
Yeah.
And so they're like, it's always as nice weather and whatever it may be.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So I would always want to, like, when I do if I go to Cali or like Florida, whatever, wherever they live, I would meet up with them. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd be so much fun. So there's that side where, you know, I made that connection, and I'm like, wow, these people, like, were like, I met these people in real life, which is crazy. And there was that part, but it's also the part where, you know, again, I stopped playing games, so you kind of just move on with life, but that doesn't change anything. Okay. Thanks, Alexa. It's okay.
Dinner's ready in 5 minutes.
Are you going for dinner?
Are we going for Okay, yeah.
But I forgot what my train of thought went away. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, look.
Flew out the window. Oh yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
But you know what? You know what's really cool is that, so my sister was sick on Easter, right? A holiday that I love and adore. It's one of my favorite holidays. And what happened was, to make her feel included as she was at her apartment, you know, and I was with my family, spending with my family, is that we all played my favorite video game, Don't Starve, online. We got in a group chat, and she really felt included. She felt really loved. So there is a way that it is used in a very positive light.
Yeah.
Now, when it can be used in a negative light is when it becomes addicting. You're using it for, I would say, the consistency of like an hour a day. It's like, instead of building yourself for an hour a day, it's that consistency of like decreasing yourself.
But that's the thing, like it's an addiction.
Yeah.
It's I would say majority of people that play games, because I was one that was addicted to it as well. It's an addiction. No one plays, no matter what game you play.
It's designed to be addictive. Our phones are designed to be addictive. I think that's nothing new. I think everyone knows this.
Yeah.
The whole point is actually, how do we get out of it? And actually, it's something I did actually really want to address.
Yeah.
There's a book. Go
for it.
I have a business. It happens. There's a book called How to, oh my gosh, I forgot. But it's an ADHD book. I'll link it, and we'll have you link it in the comments or whatever. It's a really good book, and it was talking about how when you have like ADHD, or which is exactly what's happening with a big nuance. 1 in 3 children have ADHD. 1 in 3.
That's
of
that
Canada.
true?
Of Canada. I actually researched it online. Yeah, from CAMDA, the Canadian. Yeah. Exactly, for Canada, right? And so with that study that they found, I was reading this ADHD book for one of my mental health businesses, and what we were discovering is that, like, when you are on your phone and you physically can't stop scrolling, right? You need to get up, but you can't. You're doing one of 4 things, right? So ADHD people get into a fight or flight mode, or freeze, or fawn. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a part of the freeze mentality. Instead of going head on and addressing the problem and trying to find solutions towards it, you are specifically avoiding it, avoiding the feelings, avoiding, the potential procrastination of it, right? By going on your phone.
Yeah.
And you're trying to dopamine stimulate yourself, but your brain is over dopaminified.
Interesting.
I love how I do this. I really do.
Yeah.
And it becomes numb to it, which means you're continuously thinking about this idea that you are preventing yourself from addressing, and you're in this loop, this cycle. So how do you get out of it, right? How do you make it a positive thing? How do you get off your phone, right? Well, people are going to hate me for this. I hate myself for saying it too, but exercise, okay? I get it. We don't want to do exercise when we're in that stimulation thing, but you need something that's like hyper and to get your body moving.
A different type of dopamine.
Yeah, but it's really hard. It actually is very hard to get out of that cycle. I get it. Do something that is completely different to get your mind off it. Go rock climbing. I know it's almost it's the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. Like, instead of like addressing the problem, you're still running from it, but you're doing it in a way that's healthy. That gets your body chemicals stimulated so that you can stop focusing on the negativity of it, but put something positive to replace. I call it like, what do I normally call dopamine? Like cheap dopamine. That's it. Cheap dopamine. Replace that.
But it's also the sense of like self-control as well. Then people don't have the self-control to put it down. It's like most people, this is at least my opinion, like most people, like, your brain controls you. I don't believe that. I think you control your brain. And I know the whole thing is like, oh, you are your brain, whatever it may be. But if I know like doom scrolling TikTok, obviously that's bad. Like, I do it sometimes, whatever it may be. But I sleep at 8:30. If I'm scrolling TikTok or whatever, I'm sleep at 8:30.
What happens when your brain gets like that itch? Does your brain ever get that itch?
What do you
where
mean?
It's like
itch?
where it's like you're in a really good TikTok, right? 8:30, boom, you put it down.
I
and
still
then you have
force myself to put it down. I close the app.
Do you think it takes like one day for your brain to finally go?
Oh no, it's gonna take time to like kind of get into that, where it's like, again, doing the things you don't want to do. I didn't want to at first wake up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym, but now it's like my usual to go to the gym that early. So it's my brain's gotten used to it. And the only way to break a habit is or the only way to, you know, attain a good habit, which is difficult, is to do the thing you don't like the most.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, it's easy as like, it's not easy, but it's simple as if you want to lose weight, you gotta go to the gym and stop eating.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing, if you want to, you know, stop doom scrolling, it's on your fingertips. It's easy as either deleting the app or just closing the app and putting your phone down.
But I think the hard part there comes into, because we're in such a dopamine spike.
Yeah, that's true.
With our phone, is that we're constantly seeking out dopamine. Like, where do we get it from? So how do you replace, let's say, what's the most used app on your phone? Instagram?
Probably Instagram.
If we deleted Instagram,
yeah,
what would you replace it with? Actually, let me be more specific here. So one thing that I really don't like is when I go online and I'm like, okay, what do? You know, I got nothing to do, which is a typical childish response.
Yeah.
I can be a child too. I have those moments. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? It's like, oh, okay, you know, go read a book, you know, go learn something new, you know, go like learn how to do a fucking backflip. You're cutting that out.
Okay.
I just swore. Oh my gosh. You know, so like these like generic things that are like, they're silly. It's like, I don't really want to go do any of these things.
Yeah.
Right. And so the goal is to be like, I can't believe I just swore. I can't stop thinking about it now. Oh my goodness. And so the goal is that, like, how do you find what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that is involved in like your passion? Is it something like is it because of your passion? Is it because like your friends do it? Like what? How do you know what to do so that they can find what they want to do?
I would say
without generic responses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first I want to ask the dopamine question, because even for me, like I was like, because of you, I learned to play chess.
Yeah.
And so like for me, that's like playing chess online and like it as strategic and as, you know, brain intensive as it is, I would say that gives me a dopamine rush.
It does.
Playing pool, I would say that gives me a dopamine. I enjoy it because it's so difficult, but I'm breaking that barrier to get better.
Yeah.
So from the time I first played pool, which is like probably about a year ago, to now, I'm like way better. From the time I played chess with you to now, I'm like way better.
You kill my king.
Yeah. But it's, for me, I think.
So that was like a social influence that really got you.
Yeah, I guess the chess part was a social, and pool was a social influence as well. But I also like, you know, like writing in my journal. I wouldn't say it gives me a dopamine rush, but I enjoy it. And I would say, I don't know, going outside to the park or just taking a walk. I find that a dopamine. Well, the sunlight, this fresh air, so that's automatically a dopamine rush. But I think it just depends on. It depends on the type of person you are. My brother gets a dopamine rush from, obviously, he has a girlfriend. So obviously going to meet your girlfriend, dopamine rush. When he does play games, he gets a dopamine rush from that as well.
Yes.
So again, it's different for him. Maybe he'll get out of it. Okay, thanks, Alexa.
Oopsies.
But it's just different people get different dopamine rushes. But if it's negative, you need to come to the self-awareness that, hey, I get a dopamine from playing video games for 6 hours. And even then...
From Jennifer's Echo Pop. Can someone else?
Alexa, go on Do Not Disturb mode for 30 minutes.
I can't set Do Not Disturb for a specific duration by voice. You'll need to use the Alexa app to schedule it. Go to Devices, select your
Alexa, just go on Do Not Disturb.
I won't disturb you.
Where was that?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Your brother likes to go on video games to get his dopamine. He likes his girl to get dopamine.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's just, if you have I would say bad dopamine, like if something as addictive as video games or social media gives you dopamine, you have to cut it off. I think that, like, when I realized that I don't want to play games anymore and I was still addicted to it, I just sold it all. I sold it all. I put it on Facebook Marketplace right away. That's it. So I have no access to that thing that basically has control over me. If I don't have control over something, then it has control over me, and I didn't want that. So And I'm like, I knew I needed to go to the gym and lose weight and all this stuff. So cutting that out, where I'm sitting for 4 hours and talking shit online and just playing games, that you have to cut it out right away. So if TikTok is your dopamine, delete TikTok. Or you can put a time limit on your settings and set it for an hour a day. But that's about it.
So there's two things I want to address here. I want to address the social aspect of it, like how do you make friends in this day and age? Because with our audience, no, I'm not kidding, because Toronto's a very lonely place. Because now work is online for a lot of us, right? We have local entrepreneurs who work literally all the time on their computers and their devices. We don't get to see people much other than our clients. Yeah. We have people who are in their corporate jobs, which they hate, you know, they don't like their coworkers. There's always a Susan there, you know? And oh my gosh, the amount of work that I hear, crazy. But even then, that's even if you're in person, you know, you're not liking your coworkers. Then you have the third category of people who are working hybrid or it's fully online, you know, where they're forced to go into these online meetings. Yeah. And you don't really get to build that connection. It's like, how do you build that connection to have that social aspect as an adult? Because as we're children, you know, we're forced to be in school, you know, which is a good thing. I'm not it framed kind of negatively, but I didn't mean to frame it negatively, where we get the privilege to be in school around these people. Yeah. You know, you're always with people. Then all of a sudden, as soon as high school, you're done. You know?
You're on your own.
Yeah. How do you, as an adult, make that?
Well, I'm talkative. So I work at a bar. So I can talk to people and just become friends with them. Yes. So for me, it's simple. It's not that hard. Obviously, you have social cues where if someone doesn't want to talk, you just stop talking to them. That's about it.
Okay, so if you didn't work at a bar, what would be if you had to make a game plan, you know? Yeah. You moved up to Toronto, you know, you have your first apartment, you know, and your friends, you didn't go to university. No. So you have your friends from high school, you have your friends from games.
Yeah, you know? I have like friends I've just met, like, I guess that's how, I wouldn't say I've met friends like through social media. Like I've never, you know, message someone on Instagram and then met them in real life. But I would say if I was in Toronto, you got to go do activities. You got to get out there. So, hey, I have no friends, but I really like tennis. They probably have tennis courts all around the city. They probably have like, you know, games and all that stuff people are playing. You can go. But you have to be that type of person where you can say, hi, my name is, you know, I like tennis and whatever. Let's play tennis. Or like when we were at the waterfront and those people were playing frisbee and you just dropped the bag and you went and they're like, let me play. And then you caught it and you threw it to them.
They broke my nail for it too. Yeah.
But something like you have to put yourself out there, which a lot of people don't do. So I think having that, I guess, extroverted personality is a big thing.
So what is your line? What is your first line when you go in to meet someone?
Paint this situation.
So for me, talking about the frisbee issue, I didn't even ask how they were. I just went like, hey guys, like pass to me, I'm open. And they just went, haha, okay. And they passed it to me and I just went, la. And I'm like, thank you so much, guys. Like, that was really good because we had a place to go to. We had an event we were interviewing people for, which you'll see soon on our Instagram stuff. Yes. Anyway, so that was really fun. So thank you for inviting us back. Beautiful.
We'll be back again.
We'll be back again. And so that was a really fun thing. When we were staying at the harbor front, a bunch of puppies, we were literally laying on a mat, which was a gorgeous day out. And all these puppies kept on coming by us. And it was, if you have a puppy, use that to your advantage. Not only do you get chicks and guys and all this, you know what I was really thinking? Get my puppy, get him to smell a hot guy. It's like, okay, puppy. Train him, you know, be like, hot guys, you gotta go look out. And just he'll start like, you know, like climbing on them. They're like, oh, like, sorry,
my dog,
you know, my little cute little puppy, like he's friendly, you can, you know, and you start the conversation. You know, what I always say is you need a handkerchief for the ladies out there, even for the guys, maybe, I don't know. No, but anyways, so ladies need a handkerchief. So I saw these really cute guys. They were really. And we were like eyeing each other like a really nice way. It was really great. But the thing is, I just came back from a hockey game, you know, watched it live. It was really great. And I didn't have a handkerchief to drop. My handkerchief. There's always something that you should drop so that either as you're walking by, you drop it. Oh no. Whoa, you know,
somebody.
And they go and they pick it up like, oh miss, like, you know, I'm not kidding. This sounds really, everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, what the hell is she talking about?
Like white people.
No, I'm telling you, like, it works. You know how we became friends? In the movie theater, I just fed him M&Ms. Boom, boom.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't even ask him. I just literally took my hand and I just went.
And just passing it around.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. It could be so easy as, oh my gosh, guys, literally, it's my trick 101. You literally just get snacks and you just hand them out to people. Piece of gum, boom.
That is true.
You want it playing tennis? Hey guys, you want a piece of gum? Yeah, sure. Okay, like I'm just learning how to play tennis. You know, da da da.
No, but it is simple when you can like realize when you're in the situation. Like when I went to the movies with my parents, I think I told you, and
the girl.
Yeah, the girl. The machine was quote unquote broken. I was like,
oh, it's
let me
broken.
Fix it.
Help me.
Let me fix it.
Aren't you the worker here?
And I'm like, oh, I work at a bar. We have the same machine. It wasn't the same machine. I was just figuring it out as I go. And I'm just like, I'm just talking to her. I'm like, oh yeah, like this movie is huge, like all over like India, and now it's released and whatever. And yeah, we're just talking, and then from there, I'm just like, oh yeah. And then they gave me like free drinks, and I was like, thank you, but I don't drink alcohol, so I gave it to my dad. But it's just overall,
In the movie theater?
Yeah, it's like the VIP one where they have the bar and they have the lay down seats.
Well, I don't drink, so.
Yeah. I don't technically either.
I have fine wine.
Yeah, besides wine.
Like private wine.
But it's very simple to talk to people when they it's you know what it is? I feel like most people are shy that the other person isn't talkative, so they don't say anything.
Break social norms. But breaking social norms is like really
like breaking the
scary.
ice is like that's the main thing. When most of the time when the other person's usually shy, not shy, but they don't realize that the other person is okay to talk. So then no one talks. But as soon as one person breaks that barrier, it's like, oh yeah, and you just start joking from there and taking on it.
The hard part, what happens if like you're eyeing each other? Because then you already notice each other, you know?
So then you smooth talk your way into it. And
how, you know, like if I don't have a handkerchief, there's no, I can't just be up there and be like, hey, you guys also coming from the Leafs game?
You could have.
Oh, I could have really said that actually.
You honestly could have.
But the thing is, there were two of them. They're like best friends. They're both looking at me.
You could have asked both of them. It's like, are both of you coming from
There's going to be a zoom in on my face there. That, you know.
The fuck? But I think people are just, I wouldn't say, because our generation, we didn't have, like, I don't think phones were an issue, but now with the next generation, it is becoming a big issue.
You're right. The amount of dopamine that we got when phones, I'm not going to say, like, first came out, like, when kids were using them, you know, I think it was, you know.
It wasn't a lot. Like
it was very minimal. You watch Mr. Bean, you know, and you watch these very low dopamine. Even the TV was very low dopamine. When I go back and I watch TV shows I used to watch as a kid, I'm like, I can't stand it. I'm like, I start like shaking. I'm like, what is this? You know?
But like even when I got my first device, all I had was just to watch. I didn't have any social medias. I just had YouTube and a Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
That's
so
it.
good.
And now, you know, when kids get their like phones in middle school, like they download all the social medias, download everything, they make an account.
Yes.
Like, that's really bad. And I was talking to you about this where Ontario is looking to ban phones.
You little. I'm the one who told you that.
No, I said in Ontario.
I told you that.
You said Ottawa. I said
Alberta.
Yes.
Manitoba.
One of them.
What do you mean Ontario?
Ontario. I just saw it today. We were talking.
Violence on the podcast.
We were talking about this.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
You said one of those three, and I said also in Ontario they're looking to ban it out of middle school and high school.
Oh, that's your point.
Yes.
Whoopsie.
That was my point. Your point was a certain age demographic.
Yeah, they're banning like social media.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Abusive. Women
You're taking
just.
My point.
But
my Latina
point
side
was that they're banning it in schools, such as middle school and high school, because kids are skipping and not going to class, and they're doing other things.
That's true. That's so
Apparently,
true.
one of the teachers was in the he was getting interviewed by the news reporter, and on average, 7 to 9 kids either come to class late, or they don't come to class at all.
Really?
Which is kind of crazy. Which some things are useless in high school or school in general, sure, but you still gotta, I feel like, go there and not skip. Like if you're skipping every day, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Skipping, I would skip once a month, or like if there's a substitute teacher, I would skip.
The one time I skipped because my friends were like, no, it's okay, Rory, skip. You've never skipped a class before. I'm a fucking giddy. I'm a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I was crying the whole time because I was so guilty that I was skipping.
Yeah, but like I would message my mom.
I was skipping a gym class.
Oh, that's boring.
I know, but I was crying. I'm like, I can't believe I'm skipping. I'm like, I don't like this. And I'm like, maybe I should just go in and just be like, tell them the truth.
Oh my God.
I felt so bad. I've never.
But for me, when I skipped,
I don't even count that.
I messaged my mom, be like, I'm skipping class. And she's like, okay. And that'd be, if it's a substitute teacher, what am I doing in a class with a substitute teacher? That's useless. She's just going to
catch up on your other work.
Fuck all that. Okay, I cheated on all my tests and exams. What are we talking about here? I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying. I wasn't about that life.
I'm not a good role model.
I'm not a good role model. I can't even say it. But
I'm a star student.
Yeah.
Full scholarship.
Privileged.
Hard worker.
Hard worker, that's true.
Yeah.
But it's that sense where now they're just like not even going. Even my younger brother, when he was in grade 12, there was so many times where he changed the school number from my parents to his phone. Like that's how bad. Like that's what these kids do nowadays. Like I would never think of doing that because I'm like, man, if they find out, I'm getting belt to ass. Like it's straight just leather belt. So it's just so bad. And upon other things, especially the people you hang around with, at least from my experience when I was in also high school, guys would you have the group of people that just do drugs. Like I'm in the gym locker room and everyone's just hitting
I hated that.
It's very interesting that a 16-year-old child is going to.
They want to seem cool.
I don't see how that seems cool. Because even when they asked me, it's like, hey, do you want to get a hit?
Well, why do people vape nowadays? I still think it's a cool thing. Like, oh, pass me the vape, you know?
That and, I'm like, well, one, it's addictive. Like, they can't stop if they wanted to.
I'm like, just don't start in general.
Yes. I know, like, some people that I know start because of, like, stress from, like, work. It's, like, so much stress. It's so stressful. But, like, there are probably many other things you could do than vape to get a release of that stress.
It's a Band-Aid fix. It's not even a Band-Aid fix. It's actually causing more problems.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a avoidance issue, actually. They're avoiding via getting cheap dopamine. And that's what I think that's the whole point of this podcast right here. Like this episode.
The dopamine.
Cheap dopamine. You know, how to fulfill this. One thing I like about doing podcasts is that you can turn off the damn phone, go be doing something else while hearing the information, right?
That's the thing, I guess, why we also wanted to do the podcast is we can just talk and no one needs to watch us. We post on YouTube anyways, but people don't need to watch.
Do the dishes. Do laundry.
Something. Yeah. Have
reinvent your room. You know, just renovate. How the hell do you say it?
Reorganize?
No.
Reinvent.
Renovate. Oh, I was saying fuck, I can't even say it. That's like and then renovate. But that's not even a word. It's just renovate. Yeah. My brain just like short circuited. Yeah. It does that.
But I think we just realistically have to get rid of phones. Like, I know it's impossible. Like, it's not going to happen. But if the kids are forced to go outside and the kids are forced... I'm also not a believer in the kids should just be sitting at a desk for 8 hours in a day just learning. I think that's also a negative impact. But they should be able to pay attention. Kids nowadays can't even pay attention in class.
One thing I love about classrooms, like the current classrooms, is that there's this one school. It's like an AI school, which I know people are going to have some things about it. It's an AI... teaches it, right? And they don't call them teachers, but they call them like coaches, I believe, like mentors. And they talk about if you have any questions, any problems, and AI is not able to help serve you, then you go to like that teacher, that mentor. They only do 3 hours of actual schoolwork, and the rest of the day is help building something, making something. And I like that. You need the proof is in the pudding, right? Show me the action, because schools nowadays they don't teach you to be an entrepreneur. They don't, even university, they don't teach you how to be an entrepreneur. They don't teach you how to go out and be resourceful and how to get things done. They teach you to memorize theories. And I don't like theories. I like action. That was the biggest misconception as soon as I came out of university. And I was like, okay, we're going full in on this entrepreneurship, you know, and I realized that there was such that biggest thing of, you know, all my friends are going corporate jobs. You know, they're putting theory into spreadsheets. And then there's a difference between like the action. I know that there's a lot that goes into corporate. There really is, but it's very different when you're doing.
It really is, because even me, I wouldn't say I work corporate, but I work a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job.
You're freelance. You are
Yeah,
entrepreneurship
I would like
in your own way.
even my job now. Like I just do my hours like whenever I want. If I get it done, I get it done, and then I just like I finished at 2:30 today, and I was just like, okay, I'll be there at 3:30, and that was about it.
Yeah.
But I hate the idea of 9 to 5, and then you have a Saturday Sunday off. It's like great. It's like that sucks. The idea of that, I would rather move to like Thailand and live off like $100 a day.
Yeah.
And have my time rather than do that in North America or anywhere in the world, because that sucks. Like take $100,000 and move to Thailand, and at least then I have everything paid off, and I could just live my life how I want.
Yeah.
Walk around, do whatever, go to the beaches, just have my time, because that's the most valuable thing, and I'm not gonna waste it working for some fuck ass company or some fuck ass manager that doesn't give a shit about me. Because realistically, you're just another number, especially in corporate. So I would say the best option is entrepreneurship. I think you agree on this as well, obviously, because you're an entrepreneur. But in general, like if you want freedom, it's to be your own boss.
Yeah.
Or make money somehow, crypto, whatever it is, doing something.
That's
gambling.
not to mean that it's not hard. The thing is, like when I was first starting the business, I was like, wow, I have so much time, you know. I'm like, I only have 1 client, 2 clients a day, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of lonely, and there's kind of really nothing to do. And then all of a sudden, there's a pinnacle where everything just changes, where the entire day is full.
Yeah.
I mean, for the past 4 days, I've been working from 7 a.m. to like 10:30 p.m. at night, and then falling instantly asleep.
Yeah.
And I've been so grateful for being able to literally stay at my my family's place, you know, for the past 4 days, you know, see them, visit them, and just have that peace where I can just sit down and grind.
Yeah.
Without, you know, having to come here at my own apartment, cook my own meals and wash everything. I mean, that all takes a lot of time. When I literally just sat down, rotted in the couch as I built all these systems out, it was crazy the amount of impact we have now. Even today, like people have been coming over and I've just been like, come on in, you know, I'm still working, just give me a minute. And then as we're filming this podcast, I got all these notifications going off and I'm like, oh no, there's a client. There's another client.
There's always something.
Always something.
Like even my brother, he works obviously in marketing, but for him, it's not something he wants to do forever.
You know what? If I want to get addicted to something, if you're going to get addicted to your phone, be addicted to building a business on your phone. Oh my gosh, that was the best way of saying it.
Yeah.
Quote me,
again,
Aurora.
I think you said this is use your phone to make a revenue, to make money.
How am I generating money from my phone today?
Because then you're getting something positive out of it. Watching a TikTok about some guy eating Chick-fil-A isn't positive in any sense. Because then one, that just makes you hungry for Chick-fil-A. Garbage. And 2, you're just addicted to some guy watching eat food. That's the dopamine. That's the dopamine kick.
When I was in high school, I actually used to watch people. I still do. Hell, it's fun.
Mukbangs.
Mukbangs. What's that?
It's like when people eat like a bunch of food.
Hell yeah. Because you know what? I would do intermediate fasting. And what would happen is that because I would have like that food craving and I know how things taste, I'm a very like sensitive person. If I see something, I can taste it. That sounds weird. But if I like, even like hearing wise, like I'm very like my senses are very heightened. Right. And so when I see someone like eating anything, you know, I can taste it on my taste buds. I can feel that texture. I'm like, right. And so that would actually really help me. And I would be able to get my intermediate fasting goals. It's really good. I still watch this here today. And I'm like,
I just think it's so weird watching another grown adult eat a bunch of
No, it's more like the ASMR of it. Like you can hear that crunch, like that crispy.
Yeah. It's just so if somebody listened to me eating food, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me.
Why, you're like a horse when you eat?
No, I'm just enjoying myself. Like I like to go to restaurants alone and just like, you know, sit down and eat. Imagine if the waiter is just standing there and listening. I'm like,
or your phone's just there and you're like,
yeah, get the fuck away from me. Like let me enjoy in peace. So I don't know how we got to mukbangs, but what were we saying?
It's one of your icks.
Yeah, it's one of my. I wouldn't say ick. I just why are you? It's just so it's weird to me. It's really weird because one, you can't eat the food.
I'm mentally eating it.
Is that enough?
Yeah, actually, it fills me.
Loves food.
I know I love food, but I was able to get my intermediate goals.
Yeah.
It's just Do
you want to talk about Project Hail Mary?
I really much do. Okay. Project Hail Mary, my favorite movie of 2026. Project Hail Mary, so good, incredible. So here I am. I just was like, oh, like let's just like pick a movie, you know. I didn't think much of like the trailer, you know. And we went to go as a whole family to watch this movie. Oh my mouth dropped open so many times. I was laughing. As soon as the movie ended, I looked directly at my mom and I'm like, we are getting this movie as soon as it comes out. I was looking at everyone. Everyone was like, wow, that was incredible. So much so that I was like trying to illegally download it. But you can't because it's still in theaters or whatever. Anyways, I got the book and now we're reading it.
The movie's great. Just
fantastic.
Story-wise, I haven't read the book, but comparative from what I've heard to the book, it's a great adaptation.
It's really close. I'm only on chapter 3 right now, but I'm like, I can literally see the movie happening in my head.
And so that Ryan Gosling, fantastic actor.
I love the script of it.
He played that character really well.
So well.
Like him as the scientist and all.
That must have been really hard to film. Because he was in space, a lot of it, you know, the gravity, the thing, all the interesting costumes that he was wearing, like even like that dramatic, sharp shape.
Yeah.
You know, I find that one thing that I found really cool is that I love watching things that are drastically different from what I experienced. So I love smart people. I love smart people. And so when he was talking, like trying to figure out, you know, like where he is, and he was having all these interesting, you know, conversations and even the mathematical formulas, how he was applying all this math and science and everything's interconnected. Whatever you're studying, it's all interconnected. And having that real life interpretation and vision of it and how it's used in space, I connected so much to the character. I'm like, am I an astronaut? Okay, like, I couldn't be. But
for a movie, because I think CGI wise, everything they made,
incredible.
It was phenomenal. Like for a movie of a budget, I think it was 190 million.
I felt like I was in space.
It was the scene where it all goes pink and then green. Oh my, that is probably one of the best, not depictions because that's technically not real, but visual CGI or editing that I've seen for a movie in so long. It was phenomenal to see how good that was. And just to see the colors are a huge thing, not in just movies, but life. When you see a certain color, you're like, wow, this equals this emotion, or this equals this emotion. How they used color in this movie, especially in space, in the barren wasteland of just blackness, phenomenal. And I love that so much. Honestly, I think I liked Rocky's character more.
Rocky was so fun.
Good. He was hilarious. And how he was talking and how he's just like so emotional. And especially by the end of the movie where he says, you know, where Ryan Gosling's character is like, can I have the time to think over before I go back home? And he's like, yeah. Rocky's like, take your time. And he's on the planet with him and his species. Because on Earth, they gave him an hour. Be like, you have 3 hours to choose, yes or no. They would have sent him anyway.
I literally called it, by the way. I went over to my mom and I'm like, this is exactly what's going to happen. And I'm like, honestly?
Yeah.
And as soon as it happened, I'm like, Mom, it happened.
It's just so phenomenal because it's such a different view on humanity. Because, I think, honestly, if
they would do it, too.
If a random species, just one being came on Earth, they would lock it up and start testing on it. But for Rocky, he just allowed it. They made a bubble for him to live in and just go around. Yeah. So it's interesting to see how they portray humanity. He has
so much humanity, exactly.
Yeah, as an alien, he has humanity more than humans. Yeah. Which was like phenomenal. As a movie, like I would say that movie is like a 9.2 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for me.
That's really good. Okay, but that's like
it's up there with Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, I mean, two different movies, but it's definitely for sci-fi.
The action part of it, they kept me engaged the entire time. I'm a very action-oriented person. They hit all my bubbles.
One of the better I would put it in top 8 sci-fi movies.
I feel smarter when I watch that. My mother was watching, what's that one with Hunger Games girl?
Oh, the one with Dad and Star-Lord, like the Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're on
Passenger.
the spaceship.
Passenger.
Yeah.
Passenger. My mom watched Passenger after I watched Passenger like years ago, and honestly, like it was kind of like a. I'm going to offend people when I say this, but I found it to be not that quite entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like a more of a passing thing, you know, that you watch while doing something
I think
else.
it's based too much on talking, and they're not. They're in space, but you're just inside the ship the whole time. Like it doesn't really. If it's a sci-fi,
It was a love movie.
Yeah.
That didn't have like it was just kind of like a. It was a love movie in space, which is not. When I watch a love movie, there's qualification that needs to happen, you know, love triangles, you know, like, yeah, basically just love triangles.
Yeah.
Yeah. You give me some like Damon Salvatore, some Stefan, and some Alina Gilbert. I could watch that for the rest of my life.
But it's just as a sci-fi movie, it was phenomenal. I don't think we've gotten that good of a movie, sci-fi wise, in a long time.
Since Top Gun Maverick. No, yeah, it's Top Gun.
Yeah. But I think you compare it to Interstellar, phenomenal.
I haven't watched Interstellar.
You are missing out. That movie is a lot of people say it's like probably Christopher Nolan's best. I wouldn't say it's his best. I think he has two better movies.
Mm-hmm.
That The Martian. The Martian is basically where astronaut, they go to Mars. He's stuck on Mars for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That one's phenomenal, in my opinion. I really like that movie as well.
I'm just not really a big sci-fi person, which is why...
You gotta get into it. Our mutual friends said the same thing, and I'm like, this guy's a piece of shit. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? We watched multiple sci-fi movies, and then you're like, you're not a sci-fi person. I'm like...
Well, I don't know. It's like... It's something that's very unusual to me because I feel like they can't really truly depict what space is like. They can't give that interpretation of it. And I feel like honestly it's quite boring watching these people like think in their heads. But with this movie, with Project Hail Mary, everything was external. He humanized himself to make him feel relatable.
Yeah.
So I felt very relatable to him. I felt like I could be an astronaut. And then he was calculating everything and I'm like, okay, I recognize that. I don't recognize that, whatever. And it was humorous. It was funny. And then you have that element of the unknown of how they have Rocky, which it kind of reminded me of like Avatar for some reason, because I think it has like that, how they're able to take a human or a puppet or something and transform that CGI over it to make something look so creatively different, you know? Mm-hmm. I think they did very well done. I related to the movie and having that in space and have such great CGI. Yeah.
No, I mean, again, I think it almost hit $1 billion.
Really?
I think it got to 900 million, which is really good.
Don't worry, I'll buy it. Like,
but it was worth it. A lot of adaptations aren't that good, like book to movies. This one was done really well.
So well.
So I was very happy. Ryan Gosling, he's a great actor.
Incredible. Was I just watching for the actor at first?
Yes, you probably were.
Yes, I was. I didn't quite understand it from the trailer. I'm like, oh, like it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's something to do. I was going to watch it for passing time. I cannot believe how wonderful that movie was. I really want to go watch it right now. I think I will watch it right now. I'm not even kidding. It's really good. Yeah.
You should watch an IMAX. It's IMAX. Okay. You should.
We can watch it IMAX.
But then we also have, I know you're not into this as much, but we have Star Wars next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Star Wars Mandalorian movie.
You know what? I
It has Baby Yoda.
Okay, so like
a lot of people like Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I know. We just call my big brother Baby Yoda, and he's drive me insane. Anyways, no, like I think if it has good CGI, like good graphics, I can stand it.
It's Disney, so I would think so.
Well, I know like their earlier ones, it was the best of its time.
Yes, obviously.
But I can't watch it.
I mean, yeah, it came out in the 1980s, so that was good for its time.
Good for them. I still haven't watched it. But I watched the 3 newer ones, you know, with like Darth Vader and stuff. I could stand watching.
Darth Vader's the original one. You mean Kylo Ren?
Okay, you can go off on it.
But I'm just saying, like, we have Star Wars next month. We're watching it, and I'm excited because I think the main thing people have an issue with Star Wars is they don't want to just focus on the Skywalker family, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. They want to focus on, you have this infinite galaxy. Like, let's think of some other things. You know, The Mandalorian is one of the things, the first Disney Plus show that they released, and it was a hit. It was so good. I was like, wow, this show is so good. Season 2 is really good. Season 3 is okay, and now they came out with the movie that's coming out.
Oh, that's the movie that's coming out.
Yeah, so it's for the Mandalorian.
Well, I've never watched the Mandalorian, but what I can say is that the only thing that I really did like about Star Wars is the backstory, because everyone knew that, you know, even if you haven't watched Star Wars, you know, Darth Vader's like a bad guy, right? And so
he's one of the most iconic villains.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And
you know Darth Vader even if you don't know anything about Star Wars.
If you haven't like watched it, you still know that he's bad.
Exactly.
And so when we watched his backstory of it, I'm like, oh, it all makes sense now, because there is that thing of, in real life, nature versus nurture, you know, is evil made, or are you born with it? You know, that debate, that battle. And I love how it took on these psychological, I'm not gonna say issues, but topics.
Yeah.
And they projected it into these weird ass characters. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't get why that guy's so hairy. Why can't you make them look good? You know, Avatar, they look very like nice and stuff. Rocky's cute and adorable. Reminds me of a little puppy.
Well,
you know,
they're aliens.
You got a hairy guy.
They're aliens.
Well, I guess like it was good for, you know, the different tastes back then.
Yeah, I mean, it was Star Wars really was something new, and even like Dune.
I tried watching Dune,
oh my God,
and then I just turned it off.
So good.
But I know I have to watch it. I know that it has really good reviews. We're going to watch the third movie. Coming out this year. I love Zendaya. I love her. I love whenever she walks on the red carpet. Yeah. You know, I love all the actors in it. And I did try to watch it. It's just
you gotta finish it because you gotta watch.
It might be like Titanic. So with the Titanic, I can't watch the first half an hour of it. I fall asleep. If I just skip the first half an hour, maybe.
I think
I'm really action based person.
I can see why you might think Dune 1 is boring. Dune 2 is phenomenal.
Can I skip Dune 1 and watch
Dune 2? No, you
2?
cannot.
Okay.
So you have to finish Dune 1 and then watch Dune 2. I'm just saying you have until the end of the year. If you don't watch it, you can't.
When's it coming out?
December.
Okay.
So you have a year. Oh, I'm getting ready for the tickets. I'm gonna book.
Okay, why don't we watch if we get movie night?
Yeah.
Part 2.
We have to watch part 1.
You know, like we did Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
for Tav.
okay.
Now we'll do Dune for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I'll get you to watch something you never watched before, like a movie musical. I'm excited.
I've watched The Greatest Showman.
Yes, it counts.
That counts.
But we're talking about classics here.
Yeah, but
Les
like,
Miserables.
I need action. I need like someone.
These are action. I'm very action. I can't watch a movie unless it has action. Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera, Moulin Rouge. I just watched Moulin Rouge this past Friday. Incredible.
Yeah, but you're white.
Incredible. These are all ironies. These are all French. Phantom of the Opera, French.
En français?
Oui.
But
you know, I was fluent in French until I went to Quebec, and then no one spoke French to me, and so I said, "Screw this! I'm not learning this."
It's not worth it. But like for me,
if you're gonna speak English to me anyways, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you wanna anything else?
This is very productive. You're welcome.
Yeah, we just talked about movies.
Bye.